Well, the Super Bowl may be happening this weekend, but tonight, this is our version of the Super Bowl. It's the Battle of the Big Cats Part 2. Palm Beach State College, the Panthers, undefeated right now, 10 straight games, 23-1 overall record. PHSC in a wide-open conference contest, 1-2 right now, 10-14 overall. It's going to be a great match here inside Newport Richey, Florida. Hello, my name is Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. It is going to be a very interesting game as we continue conference play. PHSC, as I said, in a wide-open conference contest between not only themselves, but Florida Gateway and Florida State College of Jacksonville. Meanwhile, Palm Beach is right now with 10 straight games. They have won. They are 23-1 overall, and of course, it's going to be a very interesting game because of the team matchup. PHSC currently averaging 85 points per game. Excuse for the technical error. Apologies on the end. Don't worry about it, guys. 85 points per game, I should say. Excuse me. 73.5 free throw percentage for PHSC. They have a 39 three-point percentage and a 24.3 rebounds per game. They have a 10-14 overall record. Palm Beach, on the other hand, they're only averaging 76.9 points per game. They have a lower free throw percentage, 65.4%. They're averaging 31.7 three-point percentage. They have a 41.3 rebounds per game statistic. They have a 23-1 overall record, on that. Again, for Palm Beach, they've won 10 straight games. They have only lost one game. And, of course, they're riding high as they are currently undefeated with a 3-0 conference record. As we move on the team matchup, let's focus on the coach talk for PHSC, obviously. It's going to be a very interesting game because they have to do what they did up against Jacksonville when they won. Florida Gateway when they won 96-90. They have to do a lot of different things for PHSC tonight because of doomed defense. You know, Seattle Seahawks, they're up in the Super Bowl, right? Everyone's thinking that they have the doomed defense. Well, for PHSC, they have to do the same exact thing. They have to make sure they rebound better, and they have to make sure they get the defense. If they cannot do those two things tonight, it's going to be a very hard game for them. Rebound better. Phil Gaffney has stressed about this all season, has been working on it all season. Less fouls. If you look back at that game against Palm Beach, that last matchup, where, of course, Palm Beach won that game 79-71. It was fouls that really took them out of it for Pasco-Hernando the last 10 minutes. Ben Kubek fouled out in that game. And, of course, with a team like Palm Beach where they're excellent at the free throw line, it turned into, unfortunately, not the best ending for Pasco-Hernando. And obviously, they have to finish strong for PHSC. They're coming up against a team that, again, has a 23-1 overall record, right? Palm Beach State College. They're first in the Sun Lakes Division after that conference win against Florida State College of Jacksonville, 69-65 on January 31st. Palm Beach, 10 straight games with a win, 3-0 in conference. Of course, you have Tane Norwood, whose overall head coaching record's 165. And last season, Palm Beach became the number 2 seed inside the Region 8 tournament, and they lost in that championship game against Jacksonville. But now they've beaten that record for most wins in a season, 23 right now. Palm Beach obviously hoping to get some revenge here in a way. They had that win against PHSC, but it was not the outcome that a lot of people were expecting. Palm Beach is the type of team that you would think would break 100 points per game and just absolutely decimate the opponent. But if you look at the last 10 wins, they've only had 3 wins where there was a 10-point difference or fewer, including their last win this past weekend on the 31st, where they won against Jacksonville only by 4 points, which leads to the factor of, are they regressing? Is it just normal circumstance? We don't know. But for PHSC, they've been in that situation before. And I talked to, for example, Malcolm Worthen, who scored 35 points against Palm Beach. He said, quote, "I have to create more and score more." If PHSC is able to push the ball against the Palm Beach opposition, limit turnovers, get those rebounds when the opposition has those layups, go across the court and score consistently, this could be a very, very different game for Pasco-Hernando. We have to watch the second half as well. Again, it's going to be about which team is going to last longer, which team is going to outdo the other, which team is going to keep up with the pace. And I think for PHSC, when they did so well against Palm Beach, I think it raised a lot of eyebrows, including myself. I think it proved that PHSC can be with the big dogs. They can be able to attain that pace. So for PHSC, it's going to be about that general question. Can they keep up? And if they do have a lead, or if they're down by 5 or 10, can they get back up to where Palm Beach is? It's about the accelerator. You know, Palm Beach is a Ford Mustang. PHSC last year was a Ford Pinto, broken, rusty, all that type of stuff. But now it's being remodeled, it's being cleaned, it's being perfected in a way. And Phil Gaffney has done that, especially when, again, this is a wide open conference contest. I cannot stress that enough to you. The next couple weeks are going to be very vital. You have Florida Gateway and Jacksonville, both teams with a 1-2 conference record as of February 4th. PHSC in the same boat. This win or loss will cause a huge difference in the next couple weeks. And again, every conference game matters because it will dictate future seed placement in the tournament, the Region 8 tournament in Jacksonville at the end of February. Number 1 seed, number 4 seed, number 2 seed, number 3 seed. That's going to be those games. I think for PHSC, they don't want to be the number 4 seed. Look what happened to them last time. They got knocked out early by Jacksonville. They want to be the number 1 seed or number 2 seed. I think that's some of the expectation, especially with how much they have progressed as a team in the past couple weeks. For Palm Beach State, obviously, I talked to the head coach, of course, that being Tay Norwood. He said, yeah, we've been number 1 for 7 straight weeks, but we haven't been playing like it, especially that last game. It's simple mistakes. This is going to be a game about simple mistakes. If you cannot mess up, then you're good. If you do mess up, you're not good. You're not in the clear. You could be traded to another team like what they did with Anthony Davis. No one wants that. Palm Beach doesn't want that. PHSC doesn't want that. Of course, we're talking about JUCO terms here in terms of actual seed placement. So for Pasco-Hernando, it's about obtaining the ball better, making sure that they're able to rebound better when they try to go ahead and score, or when they get a defensive rebound from the opposition and they take it across the court. It's about having Malcolm Worthen, Ben Quebec, Seldom Ridge, Joseph Stosh, room to breathe and score. I'm going to tell you, Palm Beach State looked at that game film, and they're looking at Malcolm Worthen. If Malcolm Worthen was able to score 35 points against the Panthers, right, they're looking to shut that down immediately. PHSC has to respond in some sort of way. And you're talking about a team here, Palm Beach, with my last point, that is more physically demanding. I think if you look at Palm Beach, if you look at Jacksonville, PHSC is not at the same physical level, right? Palm Beach, for example, has a larger wingspan, right? PHSC does not have that. Their tallest player, James Boyd, is out for the remainder of the season with an injury very early on. Kalen Wiggins was out the very first game. I'm repeating this because it was important to redevelop the play style and to integrate new things to go up against these bigger opponents. I think they've been able to do that quite well across the baseline with Garcia and several other players. So just to recap, less turnovers, better in transition offensively and defensively, make good decisions. Make this a game where they are able to perfect and execute it according to the plan that Phil Gaffney and company has made. And on top of that, obviously, you're looking at a team here, Palm Beach, that's very hungry to get their 11th win in a row. But again, for PHSC, it's going to be about stronger defense, rebounding better, making sure that they have open opportunities to score, and having that with individuals like Worthen, with Quebec, executing better at the free throw line. We saw Joseph Stosh, who was 4-4 against Florida Gateway, which was excellent for PHSC, and several other factors. So it's going to be those main things tonight, especially when this game is going to potentially alter these two teams' trajectories inside the conference. You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen when you start a game. So for PHSC, it's those things combined with the fact that they need to go and progress against these heavier opponents. It's all going to be about these next couple weeks. So for PHSC, it's going to be that particular situation. It's going to be about them specifically as we progress in the next couple weeks. So with 5 minutes and 37 seconds left, it's the battle of the Big Cats. PHSC up against Palm Beach State College. Who's going to win this conference contest? Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with the tip-off and national anthem. Welcome back, everyone, here to the PHSC Athletics YouTube channel. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. It's Palm Beach State College up against PHSC. A conference match. Obviously, these two teams hoping to get another conference win. PHSC 1-2, Palm Beach undefeated. Here's tip-off, and Palm Beach will have the ball. Palm Beach moving. Ball is given to Palavera. Back to Golf. Now to Romney. Romney jump for two off the top of the key. That one misses. Malcolm Worthen has the ball for Pasco-Hernando as he moves up court. Down low to Ben Quebec. Back to Worthen. To Quebec. 4-3 off the rim. Ball picked up by Palm Beach. That being Marvin Golf. Given to Sam Wolf, who moves up slowly at the center circle. Ball given to Romney. Moved on the right side, right wing, moving on the interior, top of the key, back to Golf. Given to Wolf. Wolf on the left wing, moving on the interior now, double covered, steps back, fades for two, grabs it. And Palm Beach State grabs the first 2 points of the contest. Worthen moving on the interior, back to Stosh. Stosh for three, hits the glass. Romney has the ball, full speed ahead. Given to Palavera. Palavera on the left wing. Ball given to Sam Wolf on the right wing now. Wolf moving in, fades for two off the glass. Ball picked up by Palavera. Ball deflected off the hands of Malcolm Worthen as it goes out of play on the baseline. And Sam Wolf will have the ball for Palm Beach State College at the baseline. Given to Mungin. Mungin, short corner. Given to Romney. Romney, interior from the right side. Tempted rebound. Picked up by Palm Beach. Here's another floater grabbed by Carter Mungin. And it's 4-0 early, Palm Beach leading. Seldom-Ridge has the ball after a pass by Worthen. Worthen has the ball now. Outside the three-point line. Worthen, deep three off the rim. Ball picked up by Wolf. Wolf moving up midcourt, being defended by Seldom-Ridge. Wolf on the right side, right wing. Moving at the top of the key, back to Romney. Romney tried to get a corner shot from the left. Now inside to Mungin. Double coverage, Mungin got to make a move. Mungin throws the ball way back out to the three-point line. Interior move by Golf. Back to Palavera. Palavera for three. Puts that one in. Drains it on the left side. As we get a timeout, Phil Gaffney, I believe, called it. Getting some clarification here. Discussion between Devin Williams and the official in the center. Timeout, 30 seconds for PHSC. It's an early 7-0 lead inside the first half of action. Again, I'm Robert Lischak. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast. Obviously, PHSC with a 10-14 overall record, tied with Florida State College of Jacksonville and Florida Gateway in terms of conference with a 1-2 conference record. Of course, Palm Beach State College to my right, 23-1 overall, number one in the nation for the past 7 weeks. Palm Beach undefeated with a 3-0 conference record. Palm Beach vying for the number one seed placement in the regional tournament that's coming up at the end of February. Joseph Stosh will have the ball at the baseline here. Stosh has the ball at the baseline given to Seldom-Ridge. Seldom-Ridge to Worthen. Worthen being defended by Palavera at the center circle. Ball is stripped as there was contact. A hit by Palavera at the center circle means that Worthen will have it at the sideline right next to the PHSC team. Down low to Joseph Stosh. Quebec. Back to Joseph Stosh at the top of the key, back to Quebec. Quebec trying to make a move somehow. Seldom-Ridge, interior, given to Worthen. Across the baseline drive, double coverage, needing help as there's a stoppage in the play. Some jubilation from the Palm Beach bench as Marvin Golf will have the ball at the sideline facing the crowd. Given to number 13, Sam Wolf. To Palavera, to Golf. Back to Palavera. Down low to Mungeon, right short corner. Deep three connection off the rim as Sam Wolf tried to make an attempt from the left corner as we get a call against PHSC. The fouls are tied 1-1. Sam Wolf will be at the free throw line. Sam Wolf, he's averaging 8.9 points per game. He is 61 and 150 from field goal range, 36 assists. Has it 187 total points this season entering tonight's contest. Next one, and he gets it in nicely. Ball off the glass, picked up by Quebec, given to Worthen. Worthen moving in the middle of the court. Worthen outside the three-point line to the left, juking his way around, but he loses the ball. Ball picked up by Golf. Given to Wolf. Wolf, deep three connection off the rim from the right side. Hurl ball to Quebec. Quebec by himself. Quebec layup. Misses. Palm Beach has the ball now. A pass from Palavera to Golf. Golf being defended by Quebec. Golf. Given to Palavera. Back to Golf. Golf left wing down low to Mungeon. Mungeon baseline drive. Ball picked up though by Golf. Wolf has the ball after a pass by Golf. Deep three left side off the rim. Ball given to Romney. Romney steps back from the three-point line. Interior move from Wolf with attempted layup for two by Mungeon. Mungeon saves the play. It's early, 11-0. Palm Beach dominating so far. Worthen directing traffic. 21 seconds left on the shot clock. Worthen, 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Given to Stosh. Moving around, ball is tipped by Marvin Golf as it goes out of play. Celebration on the Palm Beach bench as we get a media timeout. So 11-0 is the score here. Palm Beach leading early. As once again, I'm Robert Lischak, and thank you for joining us. A little bit about these two teams. Obviously, last win for PHSC was on the 31st, 96-90. Their last loss for Bobcat Nation, it was up against Jacksonville away, 86-77. It was Jacksonville at PHSC on the 28th. They're 7-4 at home, and they're currently 1-2 in conference play. If you wanted to know last season's record for conference play, they were 2-10 in conference. They did not win a single game in February. Obviously, Phil Gaffney and company are hoping to avoid that similar fate. Obviously, if you look at Palm Beach State College, 23-1 overall record entering tonight's contest, number one team in the nation. Panthers sit first in the Sun Lakes division after their conference win against Florida State College of Jacksonville. Their last win, 69-65 on January 31st as both teams come out on the court. Last matchup between these two teams, it was PHSC at Palm Beach's house. They lost that game only by a small margin, 79-71. Wolf has the ball, double coverage, Quebec. Picked up by Stosh, given to Worthen. Worthen moving on the interior. Layup, potential for two, but there's going to be a call. A hit, I believe that was by number 13, that being by Sam Wolf, which means that Malcolm Worthen, number 1 for PHSC, will be at the free throw line. That one goes in nicely. First point for PHSC by Malcolm Worthen. Worthen was a 98 and 115 at the free throw line entering tonight's contest. That one misses. Palavera against Blanc, given to Wolf at midcourt. Now to Romney, inside to Palavera, layup 4-2, able to grab it from the right low post. 13-1, Palm Beach leading by 12. Worthen has the ball, being defended by Palavera. Worthen moving to his left, now to Quebec on his right, spins around. Jumper for two, grabs it from the right short corner. 13-3, a 10-point deficit for Bobcats as Worthen intercepts the ball. Down low to Seldenbridge, lays it up 4-2 on the left low post. Great job there. Ball tipped to Wolf, layup, puts it in. A response to by Palm Beach by Wolf. Quebec has the ball, deep three from the right side. 3 is the magic number as he gets it from the right wing. As there's a stoppage in the play. And it looks like Marvin Golf will have the ball facing the crowd, given to Wolf at midcourt. Being defended by Seldenbridge. Palavera moving to his right, given to Robney. Robney now at the interior, given to Wolf, who's at the left wing now. Wolf spins around, gives it to Golf. Golf moving on the interior, fades for two and grabs it. 17-8 as Worthen has the ball for Pasco-Hernando. Quebec for PHSC has it. Baseline drive to the left. Ball on the ground, fight for the ball as two Panthers go down with the Bobcat. And there's a stoppage in the play. Worthen will have the ball at the baseline for PHSC. Worthen hurls it to Quebec, who's way back out near the center circle. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Quebec moving at the top of the key, spins around on the inside, fades for two, and that one will go in. A slow drifter. And they reach 10 as Romney has the ball. Given to Golf. Now back to Romney for the layup for two on the left low post. 19-10, a 9-point lead for Palm Beach. Worthen has the ball. Moving to his left. Now on the inside. Deep three connection off the rim by Seldenbridge. Ball is picked up by Wolf for Palm Beach. Given to Palavera. Palavera moving on the inside. Triple coverage. Ball is blocked. Picked up by Seldenbridge. Given to Quebec. Quebec, 4-3, hits the rim. Picked up, though, by PHSC thanks to the work of Jordani Blanc, who's now in the game. 19-12, Robney. Mungin. Worthen goes down on the ground. Worthen went down on the ground. Mungin forced him off of his back, as there's discussion here. Robert Chandler is in for Palm Beach. Rick Jalen Sr. Velez is in for Palm Beach. Palavera is back at the Palm Beach bench. So there's a foul. I believe that was actually against PHSC in all the discussion. Norwood was wondering if there was going to be a shot for Palm Beach, but Palm Beach is going to be at the baseline. Wolf has the ball. Given to Mungin. Left short corner being defended by Stosh. Spinning his way around, down low ball. Here's a jumper for 3 off the rim by Velez. Heavy defense there by Marvin Golf against Ben Quebec as the ball went out of the play and went straight behind the stands. Joseph Stosh will have the ball at the baseline, it seems, for PHSC. Ball dumped off to Worthen. Ball is rolling at the center circle, given to Stosh. Back to Worthen. Worthen to Quebec as that one goes past him. Attempted connection between Worthen and Quebec hits the exercise room glass. Worthen has the ball at the baseline. Down low to Quebec, being defended heavily there by Carter Jackson. Double coverage, loses the ball. And it will be PHSC ball, a foul against number 13, Sam Wolf of Palm Beach. And Worthen will have the ball once again at the baseline for Pasco-Hernando. Going to be defended by Palavera. Given to Seldom Ridge, now to Stosh. Now to Quebec, outside the three-point line. Quebec still at the three-point line, jumps, shoots, and puts that one in, drains it from downtown, grabs the 3. It's 19-15. The lead is now down to 4. Chandler has the ball, number 3 for Palm Beach. Chandler directing traffic. Chandler moving to his right. Chandler now given to Velez. Back to Chandler. Now to Jackson against Jordani Blanc. It's a 1 against 2, and that one will go in. And they break 20. It's 21-15 now. Palm Beach leading. Quebec has the ball for Pasco-Hernando. Quebec steps back. Quebec at the top of the key. Quebec spins around. Layup for 2, but that one misses. Picked up by Carter Jackson. Jackson moving all the way. Given to number 12, Rick Jalen Senior Velez for an extra 2. A heavy 2. It's 23-15. Worthen has the ball. Worthen moving to his left. Spins around. Tries to fade for 2, but it's picked up and taken away by Velez. Palavera has the ball. Now to Chandler, baseline drive as there's going to be a stoppage in the play. We're going to get a media timeout. Getting the confirmation. So a media timeout here, 23-15, Palm Beach leading with 10 minutes and 47 seconds left to go inside the first half of action. Well, we want to talk about today's broadcast. Today's broadcast is powered by Pasco-Hernando State College. For over 50 years, PHSC has been a comprehensive, learning-centered institution serving its communities by providing excellent, affordable, and accessible education, enabling students to achieve academic success. For more information about how to start your journey with PHSC, go to phsc.edu. Phil Gaffney, the first-year head coach for PHSC. Gaffney was the head coach at Gulf Coast State College in the Panhandle Conference from 2019 to 2024, where he led the Commodores to a 78-60 overall record in the last 5 seasons and an NJCAA Region 8 championship in 2020. So he knows playoff basketball at the state level. Phil Gaffney, also the assistant athletic director, along with great assistant coaches Devin Williams and Dylan Burkhammer on the coaching staff for the men's basketball team. Ball is given down low to Chandler, now back out to Ransom Souls, given back to Jackson, now to Souls. Souls back to Jackson, given to Chandler. Down low to Velez, double coverage. Velez pushing his way against Garcia. Attempt layup for two. That one misses once, twice, but the third time is put in by Nazir Hines. It's 25-15. 10-point lead for Palm Beach. Worthen gives it to Stosh, back to Worthen. Worthen moving back to Seldomridge now. Seldomridge to the left, down low, with a jump shot that fades and misses by Darius Miles of Pasco-Hernando. Jackson has the ball. It's dumped off to Souls, now to Velez. Velez on the right side, given to Chandler as there's a fight for the ball. Down low, Chandler still has the ball. Ball intercepted by Worthen. Worthen, baseline drive to the left. Double coverage. Worthen still has the ball as the pass is out of the hands of Garcia. A lot of action here. Trying to see what's happening, so excuse me if there's some discrepancies, I should say, but you got the coaches going all over trying to coach their teams, especially for a future conference spot inside the tournament. Chandler given to Souls with a deep three connection that misses. Worthen has the ball moving up midcourt, being defended by Jackson. Worthen to Seldomridge. Seldomridge back to Worthen. Worthen slows it down. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Given to Quebec. Now back to Worthen. Double coverage. Interior to Joseph Stosh. Layup for two, but that one misses. However, there's a call against Palm Beach. Call against number 15, Nazir Hines. It means that Joseph Stosh will be at the free throw line. If you look at Stosh, he's 43-61 at the free throw line entering tonight's contest. 18 steals, 15 assists, as that one is put in nicely. Has 295 total points this season before this game. He's averaging 12.8 points per game, excuse me. Second opportunity, and that one will go in. 25-17 now. Chandler has the ball. It's given to Jackson, back to Chandler, being defended, double covered, Seldomridge and Garcia. Ball is stripped. It's given to Garcia, off to the races, layup for two, but there's going to be a call. A call against Robert Chandler, and it means another potential opportunity for PHSC to trim down the lead that Palm Beach has created. Garcia is 17 for 33 at the free throw line entering tonight's contest. First shot, that one misses. Garcia is averaging 7 points per game, 14 steals, 20 assists. He has 160 total points this season. As Garcia dribbles the ball, puts up his next shot. That one misses. He's 0 for 2 at the free throw line for tonight. Palavera has the ball for Palm Beach. Palavera at the center circle being defended by Garcia. Palavera pushing. Given to Golf on the interior. Fades for two, and that one is put in. 27-17, a 10-point lead. As the Bobcats try to do something here, Worthen is at midcourt, just beyond Palm Beach territory. Moving to Garcia. Now to Stosh. To Quebec. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Quebec trying to move at the top of the key. Quebec double coverage. He's stepping way back. He's got to do something here. 5 seconds left. Trying to spin around. Ball is taken away, and it is picked up by Souls. An attempted shot by Jackson is blocked by Quebec and several other Bobcats, as now there's going to be a call. Foul is on Garcia. And a two-shot attempt after the media timeout for Palm Beach State College. It's 27-17, a 10-point lead for Palm Beach, the number one team in the nation. Of course, PHSC 10-14 overall record entering tonight. 1-2 conference record, a wide open field. Florida Gateway College is 1-2. Jacksonville is 1-2 as well. The regional tournament will be at Jacksonville February 27th and 28th. I will be there to broadcast that game for the FCSAA, a great honor and privilege to do so. And as we're looking here, I want to say that PHSC is a proud member of the FCSAA. The Florida College System Activity Association has provided vibrant academic and athletic opportunities for students around the state of Florida. To learn more about their mission and their role, go to thefcsaa.com. All these teams, Palm Beach, Jacksonville, Florida Gateway, PHSC, members of the FCSAA. Inside the Sun Lakes Conference, multiple sports inside the Sun Lakes Conference, basketball, softball, baseball. Great teams, great JUCO programs, a lot of history, especially inside this particular conference for D2 basketball. Last season, of course, PHSC, the number 4 seed, 2-10 in conference, got knocked out early. Palm Beach, on the other hand, number 2 seed, cruised past Florida Gateway and only lost to Jacksonville in the championship here in Newport Richey. As number 4 for Palm Beach, of course, Carter Jackson is at the free throw line, missed the first shot. Next opportunity and puts that one in. 28-17. Worthen has the ball. Worthen slows it down. Worthen down low to Quebec. Back to Worthen. Baseline drive to the right, layup for 2. Grabs it, nicely done. Execute with great precision. Now here's a deep 3. That one misses right into the hands of Seldenridge, then put to Jackson for Palm Beach. Fades for 2. That one misses. Ball is still down on the ground now. Double coverage. Garcia has the ball. Stoppage in play. Garcia unable to do anything as Palm Beach will have possession there. Sam Wolf will have the ball at the baseline for Palm Beach. Down low to Felez, being defended by Stosh. Trying to move on the short corner. Spins around, layup for 2, grabs it. They hit 30. 30-19, Palm Beach. Seldenridge back to Worthen. Worthen beyond the three-point line, given to Seldenridge. Back to Worthen, moving on the interior. Tries to lay it up. Ball is on the ground. Ball picked up by Felez for Palm Beach. Gives it to Palavera. Palavera at midcourt, being defended by Worthen. Given to Wolf. Back to Gulf now. To Souls on the right wing. Now back to Wolf. Wolf in the middle. Top of the key. Fades for 2 as he goes down on the ground, and there's going to be a call. Call against Ben Quebec there. And there's going to be an opportunity for 2 for Palm Beach, specifically number 13, Sam Wolf, the sophomore guard. Quebec has the most fouls of any Bobcat player this season, with 36 entering tonight. Second opportunity for Wolf now at the free throw line, and that one will go in. Stosh has the ball, given to Worthen. Worthen slows it down at midcourt. Joseph Stosh back to Worthen. Worthen on the right wing, given to Seldenridge. Now moving on the inside, left short corner to Quebec. Quebec down low. Floater for 2, and that one will go in by Brendan Seldenridge. Grabs the 2 there. 10-point deficit for Bobcat Nation here, 31-21. Felez in the restricted area. against Joseph Stosh and Seldom Ridge, as we're going to get a call. A push against Joseph Stosh of PHSC. And it means that Wolf of the Panthers will have it at the baseline here to my left. Wolf has the ball. It's given to Souls. Deep three, puts it in from the left corner. Adds three, 34-21. Worthen has the ball. Worthen moves to his left, slows it down, given to Garcia, pushing forth, trying to get a connection to Quebec, but I believe it was either tapped by Souls or the pass just missed entirely. And it seems like it was the first option, as Garcia will have the ball at the sideline facing the crowd, given to Worthen. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Worthen still beyond the three-point line. Down low to Worthen from Seldom Ridge. Baseline drive to the left, spins around. Down low to Stosh. Ball is hit by Velez, but there's going to be a call on Velez, number 12 for Palm Beach. That last moment in the play, and it means that Joseph Stosh will be at the free throw line. Stosh, once again, 43-61 entering tonight's contest. As that one misses. Free throws so important tonight for PHSC. Joseph Stosh was 4 for 4 in that last game against Florida Gateway, that 96-90 win. Wolf has the ball, double coverage. Ball is hurled to Souls. Souls against Worthen. Connected to Palavera, now down to Velez. As the ball went out of play, a stoppage there. As Wolf of Palm Beach will have the ball at the baseline. Give it to Palavera. Now to Souls, who's on the right wing. Given to Wolf with a layup, a magical layup. Somehow, some way from the left short corner, 36-22. PHSC got to respond quickly here. Seldom Ridge given to Palavera, back to Seldom Ridge. Seldom Ridge on the interior, left short corner, needing help. Back to Garcia, down low, back to Seldom Ridge. Seldom Ridge baseline drive to the left, trying to go up 4-2, and there's going to be a call, I believe, against Palm Beach. Call against number 11, Ransom Souls, the sophomore guard. And there will be two opportunities at the free throw line for Brandon Seldom Ridge. Seldom Ridge is 22-39 entering tonight's contest. As that one misses, 280 total points this season, 12 assists, 16 steals, averaging 12.2 points per game. Next opportunity, and that one misses as well. Golf has the ball for Palm Beach, being defended by Quebec. Directing traffic is Golf. Golf, left wing, given to Souls, down low to Velez on the right short corner, moving in on the inside paint. Ball picked off by Worthen. It's a one-on-one given to Stosh with the great layup and connection there. A bounce back two before there's a stoppage in the play at midcourt. A push by Seldom Ridge stops the game in motion. As the ball is given to Wolf. Wolf at the right wing. Wolf, deep three, right side off the rim, picked up by Stosh. Worthen has the ball for PHSC. Down low to Seldom Ridge, blocked connection. Velez gives it to Wolf for Palm Beach. Wolf against Stosh. Wolf outside the three-point line, moving to his right. At the right wing, Wolf trying to move in. It's given to Palavera. Deep three, off the rim. Worthen has the ball, moving inside the paint. Given to Garcia, to Stosh, back to Worthen. On the left side, to Quebec. Back to Worthen. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, moving on the interior. Trying to spin around, double covered, still puts it up on the left low post. Great job there, 10-point lead for Palm Beach. PHSC still has some life as that one misses the rim there by Souls, picked up by Stosh and given to Seldomridge. Seldomridge at midcourt, now given to Worthen as Worthen slows down. Given to Quebec, right wing, Quebec moving in, double coverage, back to Worthen. Worthen with a deep three by Seldomridge, drains it perfectly. 36-29 on the left corner there. Great job by Seldomridge from the pass connection from Worthen. Gulf has the ball, triple coverage inside the paint, fades for two. That one misses, ball picked up by Worthen, intercepted or interfered by Velez, and there's a stoppage in the play. A media timeout. A media timeout here, 36-29, PHSC with some life. And a call against Geraldine Senior Velez of Palm Beach after that last play with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go inside the first half. Great crowd we have tonight. It's always great to have fans come to our games, and a reminder from all of us at PHSC Athletics, it is officially the spring term, which means spring sports. The Bobcats have an exciting new semester of sports, including men's baseball, men's basketball, women's softball. Games are held at either the Withlacoochee River Electric Co-op Park or Building K, this building right here on the West Campus. Games are 100% free for PHSC students, staff, and faculty. For more information about season schedules and other details, go to bobcats.phsc.edu. And, of course, if you want to keep up with the latest news on the Bobcats, you can check out our social media pages. Go to @AthleticsPHSC on X, PHSC Athletics on Instagram and Facebook, and follow our PHSC Athletics YouTube channel. That is where you're going to see all the broadcasts for games, from volleyball to baseball to basketball, and in the future, potentially softball, as softball has also started their season with the new head coach, Casey Fasalo. Great group of women over there. As Worthen will return at the free throw line. Worthen, 98 and 115 entering tonight's game, told me during the pregame, I have to create more and score more. As that one misses. Scored 35 points against Palm Beach. Robert Chandler has the ball for Palm Beach, being defended by Garcia. Chandler moving to his left. Given to Palavera, being defended by Worthen. Moves to his right, outside the three-point line. Now given back to Chandler, trying to penetrate on the inside. Given to, seems Wolf. Now back to Marvin Golf. Back to Chandler. Chandler moving on the inside, double coverage. And that one will go in. They finish with two there, 38-29, with 2 minutes left to go inside the first half. Seldomridge has the ball. Given to Worthen. Worthen moving to the left. Trying to fade for two, but that one was blocked by Palavera. Ball given to Golf. Now back to Wolf. Mungin to Palavera. Palavera on the right wing, being defended by Quebec. Down low to Mungin. Taken away. Picked up by Worthen, then to Quebec, but double coverage at midcourt. Ball is lost as that one goes on the ground and is picked up by Wolf. Ooh, my. As there's a stoppage in the play. Golf trying to move in against Seldomridge. The baseline drive to the right. A push by Seldomridge. That could be quite costly. As Marvin Golf, the guard, will be at the free throw line for Palm Beach. That one is put in. 39-29, a 10-point lead as of right now after that first shot. Second opportunity, and that one goes in as well. 40-29. Ball is rolled onto the court, picked up by Worthen. Worthen moving in as that one is stripped away and goes out of play. Worthen will have the ball at the baseline for PHSC. Worthen down low to Seldom Ridge, puts it up for two. Nicely done there on the right side. A 9-point lead for Palm Beach. PHSC, of course, only down by 9. 60 seconds left to go inside the first half. Chandler has the ball. Now on the inside, fades for two, puts that one in. Stosh has the ball. Picked up by Worthen. Worthen at midcourt. Worthen slows it down just a tiny bit, being defended by Palavera on the right wing. Moving in. Give it to Seldom Ridge. Seldom Ridge for three off the rim. Ball picked up by Palm Beach. Palavera. Palavera against Quebec. Palavera at midcourt. Palavera moving up. He slows it down. Near the left wing. 20 seconds left to go inside the first half. Palavera moving in on the interior. Steps back out on the left wing. Now moves to his right. Inside to Wolf for three and puts that one in. With less than 10 seconds left to go, 45-31. Jump three, and that one misses, and that's going to be the end of the first half. 45-31. Palm Beach is leading here. Again, for PHSC, some bright spots early inside the first half, preferably the second half, but nevertheless, it's still going to be a back-and-forth affair. I can just feel it in the air tonight. Obviously, we will take a quick break here. 45-31, Palm Beach leading inside Building K in Newport Richey, Florida. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. I'm Robert Lischak, your voice for Bobcat Sports. Palm Beach State College leading 45-31 with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left inside the halftime intermission. Obviously, it's going to be a back and forth affair between these two teams. I think we saw that pretty much early on. Early domination by Palm Beach, but PHSC was slowly but surely getting back into it. I think the lowest point differential was like 9 points, 8 points, I think. In this contest, but nevertheless, I'd like to get a wide shot here and just kind of break down a couple things that I noticed and things to kind of look out for, especially for Bobcat Nation as they go and enter the second half. It's still not a game where it's out of their reach. It's certainly possible that they're able to attain the lead or tie up the game or so on and so forth. So if we can get a potential shot to the left maybe of the court over here. Thank you so much, Tyler, our producer. Fantastic individual. So here's what I'm going to be talking about for PHSC. Obviously, I think if you look at Palm Beach State College, they have a physically demanding team, physically imposing. So whenever there is an opportunity for, let's say, Garcia or Worthen, so you go in here and they try to get the two on this side, on the left or right low post, guess who's there? It's going to be Rick Jalen Sr. Filets, right? Tall player. He's averaging 6.8 points per game, 18 assists. I mean, he is a tall individual. And with that in mind, you look at that guy and you're thinking, oh, goodness, man. And you saw it. Anytime there was a opportunity to lay up 4-2, especially in those really sharp corners, you know, Rick Jalen Sr. Filets was there. Multiple Panthers were there, I should say. And it caused the ball to, well, go to Palm Beach with the defensive rebound and then go all the way to their side of the court and score. Another thing I have to say is Sam Wolf. Sam Wolf obviously is with Palm Beach, and he has been a very, very electric three-point shooter. I mean, if you're really looking at his statistics, it may not look like much, but, I mean, 38 and 96 from three, 187 total points this season. I mean, whenever he has a golden opportunity to shoot from here or here, he's going to take it, especially when PHSC does not have enough time to react. That's kind of the thing that I'm looking at here, is that they give it to Sam Wolf. They do some intricate passing between maybe Palavera, Golf, then give it to Wolf. They go on the preferably left or right wing. There's only been a couple opportunities, I think, for example, Palm Beach, where they really shot in these corner areas, but not really. It's just these golden pockets where Wolf, for example, has been able to shoot and shoot pretty consistently. Now, for PHSC, one of the things that I would like to talk about them is the fact that they did cause some turnovers. They were able to intercept the ball, preferably in this area, I would say. If you have Malcolm Worthen, if you have Joseph Stosh, if you have Seldom Ridge, and they intercept the ball here, they're going out here, and they're going to go and try to score, right? That's really great by them, especially when, of course, Palm Beach is trying to infiltrate as much as they can, right? They're there to push the basketball and score. That's the main mission, whether that's the 2 or the 3. I think really when you have the three-pointer situation, when you tap in Wolf, it's really when they have open and ample time. When they do not have open and ample time, yeah, they're going to go with their bigger guys and they're going to go infiltrate inside and push inside the middle of the lane and try to score. For PHSC, kind of the same situation here. PHSC has to make sure that when that rebound is coming, they grab it. They grab it somewhere. They have to just grab that rebound and then go the other way with it. You know, I get the idea of trying to pass when there is double coverage on the left or right side. You don't know what to do. You're going to go and try to do a sneaky pass down low, and you get someone like Ben Quebec here and Garcia, and guess what? The ball goes out of play, and now you have Palm Beach on this side here going to go and score, right? That's what's happening. Fouls have been a gigantic issue for PHSC. I know that I'm not an eloquent speaker, but, man, fouls suck. Fouls will cause the game to slow down. It will lead the opposition to go and shoot at the free throw line, and so far Palm Beach has been really, really consistent. So for PHSC, it's, again, making sure that they can push the ball inside the zone, making sure that their passing is way more intricate and making sure they don't hurl the ball when they're trying to get inside of the zone, especially the short corners on the left or right side, then make a baseline drive. The three-point shooting has to be better. I mean, Ben Quebec has been okay, but any other opportunity, it's off the rim, it's off the glass. Palm Beach grabs it because they have, again, larger, taller players. They go the other way and they score. It's those type of repetitive, recycled type of issues and things like that, of course, Phil Gaffney and company has been working on all season. So that's just going to be the interesting question is, are they able to, one, retain the rebound game, make sure that their defense is not so overt, I should say, that it will cause fouls, and secondly, when they do have the opportunity at the free throw line, can they actually shoot? Can they actually make it consistently? That's just going to be the general questions, general things that PHSC has to do because they're not out of this game. I have to emphasize that. They're not out of this game. We've seen worse deficits. We have seen way, way, way more complicated games and crazier situations. And, of course, PHSC has been in a very similar situation with conference opponents. And, look, they won against Florida Gateway away. So that really tells you what they need to do. Gulf has the ball. It's given to Romney as we begin the second half of action. To Wolf, being defended by Seldom Ridge. Now pushing on the inside to Romney, short corner on the right. Now to Gulf. Gulf moving left corner. Ball is picked up by Wolf. Wolf for three, hits the rim. Ball down low and picked up by Garcia. As then it is touched by Gulf. A fight for the ball between those two. As there is a foul against Jovan Palavera of Palm Beach. Ball is given to Worthen. A down low pass that was taken off by Romney, and then there's a stoppage in the play. Ball given to Seldom Ridge, facing the PHSC bench, and then picked up by Worthen. Joseph Stosh, left wing, now to Worthen, moving to his right. Inside to Stosh across the baseline, double coverage. There's going to be a call. A call, I believe that was against number 10. Yes, Joseph Stosh. Means that Gulf will have the ball for Palm Beach. Palavera back to Gulf. Gulf now to Wolf, double coverage. Hurl ball right to Mungeon. As Palm Beach resets. Wolf beyond the three-point line. Wolf moving to his left. Wolf trying to spin around back to Palavera. To Gulf, who almost loses the ball. Gulf pushing in, driving. Back to Wolf. Jump shot, and that one hits the rim, but it's picked up by Mungeon. Down low to Romney, then reset and then put in by Romney. As it's 47-31. Garcia down low to Stosh. Jump two. That one misses as the ball goes out of play. 47-31 here. Palm Beach leading. Wolf has the ball for Palm Beach, being defended by Garcia. Now given back to Gulf. Back to Wolf, left and right. Wolf moving up midcourt, double coverage. Inside to Mungeon. Mungeon interior lane, wrap around for two by Palavera, and they grab that two. 49-31. Worthen has the ball for Pasco-Hernando now on the opposite side of the court, just beyond the three-point line. Given to Quebec. Quebec interior, spins around. Near the high post, back out to Worthen. Double coverage. Worthen needing help. Given to Garcia. High post move, spin around, fade for two. That one misses. Picked up by Garcia, though, with the reset. Ball for two. That one misses. As there's a fight for the ball between Garcia, Seldom Ridge, and Gulf. As they reset here. some discussion here about the last play and more specifically about the shot clock. 20 seconds left on the shot clock here as it's reset. And there's another stoppage in play as Worthen tried to give it to Garcia. There's a call against Ashton Romney, number 5 for Palm Beach. As PHSC will once again reset at the baseline, Malcolm Worthen will have the ball. Worthen will be defended by Palavera. Worthen down low to Quebec. Quebec moving in, high post. Quebec triple coverage, trying to find an option. Gives it to Joseph Stosh, but it was a very hard pass that deflects off of Stosh and goes out of play. Palm Beach will have the ball. It's given to Sam Wolf. The forward moves forward. Palavera against Garcia. Romney in the right corner, given to Palavera once again. Palavera at the three-point line. He steps back. Given to Romney. Romney for 3 off the rim. Picked up by Worthen. Double coverage on the inside. Given to Garcia now. Garcia inside lane. Ball is stripped as it's down on the ground. There's a fight between, of course, Garcia and Palavera for the ball, and the game will be stopped after that moment. Golf will have the ball at the baseline for Palm Beach here. 17 minutes and 1 second left. Wolf now has the ball near midcourt. Slows it down here. 23 seconds left on the shot clock. Down low with Palavera as there's a call against Garcia. A hold against Garcia here. The foul on Garcia. Golf will have the ball facing the stands here. Gives it to Wolf. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Spin around to Palavera to Golf. Now to Romney. Romney on the right wing, down low. He was trying to give it to Mungeon, but then it just completely goes off. No one near that particular pass. It means that Joseph Stosh will dump it to Worthen for PHSC. 49-31. There's another stoppage in play. Ball will go the other way. It'll be in Palm Beach's hands. 49-31 is the score. Golf will have the ball facing the crowd. On the left side where the P and the H are on the stands. Wolf has the ball moving up midcourt, being defended by Seldom-Ridge. Wolf moving in. Now to Romney. Ball tipped away by Worthen as it goes out of play. Wolf will have the ball at the baseline for the Panthers. Layup for 2, picked up by Marvin Golf. 51-31, a 20-point lead now for Palm Beach. Seldom-Ridge to Worthen. Worthen's on the right. Now he's moving to his left. Quebec being defended heavily by Mungeon. Baseline drive to the left. It's given to Worthen, a sloppy pass, but he's still inside the zone. To Seldom-Ridge. Layup for 2 off the rim. Ball picked up by Darius Miles. Another opportunity for 2 as Seldom-Ridge swiped the ball with his hand and it goes out of play. Another mistake by the Bobcats here as we get a timeout. The 16-minute media timeout. It's 51-31. Of course, 15 minutes and 50 seconds left inside the game. PHSC down by 20. The implications, if PHSC loses this game, they're going to be 1-3 in conference. PHSC last season was a very difficult season. Did not win a single game in the month of February. However, there is, of course, the potential opportunity for PHSC to be the number 2, number 3, number 4, even number 1. We just don't know at this point, but it's a wide open field anyway with Florida Gateway College, with Jacksonville. Palm Beach obviously hoping to win the Region 8 championship. Palm Beach, of course, last season lost against Florida State College of Jacksonville in the Region 8 championship here as the number 2 seed. Of course, as we were talking about beforehand, Tane Norwood overall head coaching record of 165. Last season became the number 2 seed. As I said, they finished with a 21-11 overall record. At this moment in time, they are 23-1. A heavy improvement for the Panthers, and of course PHSC resetting themselves after the Nick O'Neill era with Phil Gaffney and some good performances in the last couple weeks. But of course, as we say, it's not necessarily about how close you can get it. It's about if you can win at all, as these conference wins will matter in the seed placement for the tournament. Joseph Stosh will be at the sideline facing the stands around midcourt. Ball given to Worthen now for PHSC. Worthen fakes it, gives it to Miles. Darius Miles, number 24. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Back to Miles. Miles for 3 off the rim. Ball picked up by Romney of Palm Beach, given to Wolf. Wolf moving up court now. Wolf against Seldom Ridge. Wolf steps back, almost loses the ball, gives it to Romney on the right side. Romney directing traffic back to Wolf. Wolf, left wing. Ball tapped by Joseph Stosh. Hurl ball to Seldom Ridge. As who's going to grab the ball will be taken by Wolf. A spin around affair. Hurl ball right to Mungeon. Mungeon spins around, down low. As there's going to be a play at the baseline now. The ball was kicked. Talking about these turnovers here, big issue from last season for PHSC. They've limited it in a couple recent games, but it's been one of the big issues. Romney moving now with a layup, 4-2, pushing in on the left low post. 53-31 now. Worthen at midcourt, given to Quebec on the right wing. Being defended by Wolf, steps back, given to Worthen. Worthen right around the middle, being defended by Palavera of Palm Beach. Quebec, jumper, and puts that one in nicely there. A great connection from downtown. It's 53-34 as Wolf has the ball. Hurl ball up in the air to Romney, now given to Palavera. Palavera, left side 3 off the rim. Ball picked up by Mungeon. Mungeon with a layup there in the restricted area. 55-34 left side as Miles has the ball now for PHSC. Miles given to Worthen. Now to Quebec, left wing, back to Miles in the Worthen, I should say, in the center. Now down low to Stosh, baseline drive, wrap around, up in for 2 on the left side, grabs it nicely there, 55-36. Wolf has the ball, given to Palavera. Palavera being defended by Miles, then Mungeon, who's defending Miles now as there's a stoppage in the play. A call against Darius Miles of PHSC. As everyone resets here, Wolf will be at the baseline for Palm Beach. Chandler's in the game for Palm Beach. As play will continue now at the baseline. Chandler, left wing, dumped off to Wolf, to Palavera, back to Chandler. Chandler, top of the key, defended by Seldom Ridge and Garcia. Back to Palavera, down low to a Panther player. Up for 2, that one misses by Velez. Another opportunity by Palavera. And they grab 2 there, I believe, and there's a call. Call against Garcia. So not only did Palavera grab the 2 from a layup on the right low post, but he'll also be at the free throw line after a call against Garcia. Garcia will be replaced by Tavon Dunbar. For PHSC, Dunbar stepping in. 114 total points this season for Dunbar. As he's in for PHSC, first one is in, and the only one in. Thanks by Palavera, it's 58-36. PHSC behind heavy in this one with 13 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. Worthen has the ball on the right wing, now moving on the interior. Dunbar, deep three off the rim, picked up by Golf of Palm Beach. Chandler with a burst of speed, baseline, fades for two off the rim from the right short corner. Picked up by Stosh now. Stosh given to Dunbar. Dunbar to Worthen, to Seldomridge, interior, layup, ball misses. As Golf tried to keep it in for Palm Beach with a pass to Wolf, but there's going to be a stoppage there. Worthen will have the ball at the baseline there, right above the scoreboard with the Firehouse Subs sponsorship. Seldenridge has the ball now, dumped off to Worthen now. Seldenridge moving in to Worthen, loses the ball. Ball is going to go out of play after it bounces off of Quebec and Palavera. Substitution there. Carter Jackson is in for Palavera for Palm Beach. Worthen has the ball right next to the PHSC bench. 2 seconds left on the shot clock. They have to make a move here. Ball goes out of play after it was touched by Dunbar. Worthen has the ball once again at the sideline facing the PHSC bench. 1 second now on the shot clock. Down low to Quebec. Jumper, that one will miss. Jumper on the left side for a potential two, and that one unfortunately misses. They ran out of time there. And Palm Beach will have the ball. Chandler gave it to Wolf. Wolf against Dunbar, one-on-one action at midcourt. Wolf down low to Golf. Golf at the top of the key, moving in, spins around, fades for two, and that one will go in. They hit 60-36. Seldomridge spins around. Give it to Worthen, being defended there by Jackson. Inside to Stosh, now to Quebec. Quebec baseline drive on the right as it's taken away by Golf. 2-on-1, layup there, connection by Golf, and we're going to have a timeout by Phil Gaffney. 62-36. Palm Beach is leading dominantly. 30-second timeout by PHSC, going to become a media timeout. PHSC having some serious struggles inside the second half. Of course, PHSC, as I said before, they have been 7-4 at home, but they did lose at home when they faced Florida State College of Jacksonville on the 28th, 86-77 loss. So it's not necessarily uncommon for PHSC. Of course, they want to change the tides here. They still have ample time with 11 minutes and 52 seconds left inside the second half of action. And today's broadcast is powered by Pasco-Hernando State College. For over 50 years, PHSC has been a comprehensive, learning-centered institution serving its communities by providing excellent, affordable, and accessible education, enabling students to achieve academic success. For more information about how to start your journey with PHSC, go to phsc.edu. Both teams will be back out on the court here. Again, 62-36. Palm Beach leading. Stosh dumps it off to Worthen. Worthen moving up midcourt. Worthen. Interior. Potential layup that was blocked by Palm Beach with the hands of Robert Chandler, and there's a call. We're going to have another media timeout, so there was some communication issues there. I apologize. So there was that 30-second timeout, and then there would be a full media timeout after a certain time frame. That was not necessarily clear. I apologize for that. Again, 62-36, 11 minutes and 42 seconds left inside the second half. If you want to know, PHSC will have their next home game on February 11th, Wednesday, against Florida Gateway College. And then their last home conference game is Wednesday, February 18th, with a game against Florida State College of Jacksonville in Newport Richey, Florida. Building K. Game is free to attend for all PHSC staff, faculty, and members of the community. Super duper important that you come out and support Bobcat Nation, and you can also do that as well on the PHSC Athletics YouTube channel and, of course, our social media pages. Love the support. Love the great comments that we see on the streams, and, of course, the people attending this game tonight. And, of course, over the past season, it's always a great thing that we have here to highlight our athletes in a very great way. It's a very distinct honor that I really appreciate for all of Bobcat Nation and for the NJCAA and FCSAA, as both teams now back out on the court after the media timeout. Malcolm Worthen will be at the free throw line. Obviously, we talked about him previously. He scored 35 points against Palm Beach in their last matchup, that 79-71 loss. Of course, PHSC very lucky to have this guy as he was 98 and 115 entering tonight's contest. Once again, really great at the free throw line. He was 2 for 2 there. Wolf has the ball. Wolf now to Jackson. Given to Chandler as Quebec goes down heavy on that corner, trying to defend heavily against Wolf. That's the right corner. A push by Ben Quebec, as Wolf seems to be okay there. That was a nasty tumble. He'll be at the baseline here for Palm Beach. Quebec will be back on the bench. It's Jordani Blanc who steps in for the fellow Bobcat. Picked up by Jackson, who's at the right wing. Now here's a deep three connection that goes off the rim. Ball picked up by Garcia, given to Worthen. Worthen with a burst of speed. Down low to Jordani Blanc, trying to wrap around, given to Stosh. Stosh fades for 2. That goes off the rim. Ball picked up by Wolf, and there's a stoppage in the play. Golf will have the ball right in front of the PHSC bench. He dumps it off to Wolf here. He's at midcourt, number 13 on the Panthers roster, given to Chandler on the left wing. Now a ring around a Rosie to Jackson on the right wing. Back to Chandler. Chandler being defended by Garcia. Chandler steps back. Curl ball on the right side for a potential deep 3. That one misses by Jackson, and PHSC goes the other way. Jordani Blanc went down fairly quickly, but now he's back up. Worthen has the ball at the right wing. 22 seconds left on the shot clock. Worthen moving in. Layup. Puts it in nicely. Pushes against Mungin. David versus Goliath. And he grabs 2. They break the 40 mark. 62-40. PHSC still needing some offensive firepower with just about 10 minutes left. Deep three by Wolf. That goes off the rim on the right side. Ball picked up by Golf. Now given to Jackson. Layup there by number 2, Isaac Mothersill. Garcia baseline drive given to Jordani Blanc. Deep three by Worthen off the rim, picked up by Seldom Ridge as it goes out of play. And just to make sure, it was actually Mungeon, I believe, on that last play with that layup. Could not tell from the numbered jersey as there was some obstruction. I apologize for that issue, but nevertheless, we still have some action here. Joseph Stosh gives it to Seldom Ridge. Seldom Ridge moving on the interior. Ball is taken away. It's given to Marvin Golf. Golf has the ball. Layup for 2. Puts it in on the right side. Bounce back to Jordani Blanc. Up. Fades and misses there. Ball picked up by Golf once again. Dumped off to Chandler. Chandler. Right wing to Wolf. To Souls. Back to Wolf. Moving in. Baseline drive with the left side action there with Chandler. But there's a stoppage in the play. Call against Jordani Blanc, number 14 on the Bobcats roster. It means that Chandler will be up at the free throw line, the guard, the sophomore. He'll be up the free throw line, and he puts that one in. Nicely done there. It's 67-40. Quebec is in the game once again, being tapped out by Jordani Blanc. Blanc is back at the PHSC bench. Second opportunity for Chandler, and that one goes in 2 for 2 on that attempt. Worthen has the ball. Worthen directing traffic. Given to Seldom Ridge, back to Worthen. Jump shot for 3 off the rim and glass by Seldom Ridge on the left side. Ball picked up by Chandler. Chandler's moving. He slows it down, being defended by Quebec. Given to Souls in the middle. Now he moves to his right at the right wing. Given back to Wolf. Wolf, baseline drive, layup for 2, puts that one in. 70-40, a 30-point lead for Palm Beach. Worthen spins around, given to Garcia. Top of the key, down low to Stosh. Floater for 2, nicely put. 70-42, PHSC down here with 8 minutes and 13 seconds left to go as Wolf has the ball for the Panthers. Given to Souls. Now to Chandler, who's at the left wing, now moving back into the middle, down low to Golf. Now here's a deep 3 connection that goes off the rim as the ball is picked up with Worthen. Layup nicely put. 70-44. Hurl ball right to Carter Mungeon on the left wing. Given to Golf. Souls has the ball. Souls back to Wolf. Wolf, double coverage. Back to Chandler, left wing. Chandler spins around, goes back to Wolf. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Deep 3, puts that in. 73-44. Worthen to Garcia, back to Worthen. Worthen moving in. Given to Seldom Ridge to Quebec. Quebec, 4-3 off the rim. Ball picked up by Golf as he pushes ahead. Wolf given to Souls. Souls, left wing, back to Golf. Now inside to Chandler, who spins around. Ball underneath, picked up by Quebec. Quebec has the ball. Given to Seldom Ridge. 2-on-1 layup, puts it in nicely there. Pushing against the Panthers defense. It's 73-46 with 6 minutes and 33 seconds left to go. Wolf has the ball, given to Souls, now to Chandler. Chandler. Down low to Golf. Golf wrap around for two from the right side. 73-46. Ball put down on the ground as there's a stoppage in play. Call against Carter Mungin as we will get a timeout. 73-46, Palm Beach leading here with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. We will take a quick break here in Newport Richey. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, here in Newport Richey, Florida. PHSC up against Palm Beach State College. I'm Robert Lischak. Again, thank you for joining us. It is a conference game here, home conference game. PHSC 1-2 in conference, hoping to be 2-2 in this contest as Worthen puts that one up easily at the free throw line. His second opportunity in just a few moments. Palm Beach State College undefeated in conference, 3-0. 23-1 overall record. They're leading 73-48. Worthen 2 for 2 on that particular exchange. It's 73-48. Palavera from Souls. Souls has the ball. Back to Romney. Romney with 15 seconds left on the shot clock here. Palavera. Hurl ball to Mungin. Back to Romney, deep three off the rim, picked up by Velez, triple coverage. Romney, top of the key, fades for two off the rim. Ball picked up by Quebec of the Bobcats as he goes the other way. Garcia against Velez. Garcia, wrap around, puts it in, nicely there. They reach 50. Able to do it discreetly like James Bond. It's 73-50, nice job there by Garcia. Velez has the ball, double coverage in the restricted area. The ball goes out of play as it was last touched by Velez. And it means that Joseph Stosh will have the ball for PHSC at the baseline. Quebec has the ball. Given to Worthen. Worthen, top of the key, spins. Tempted layup, but it was denied by Romney. Romney will go the other way with the basketball, Souls, deep three, left side, off the rim. Ball picked up by Palavera, then stripped away from Garcia to Worthen. Worthen will step back, deep three, drains it from the right side from no man's land. 20-point game, 73-53. Palavera has the ball for Palm Beach. Romney to Souls now. Back to Romney to Palavera. Back to Romney, to Souls, down low. Heavy defense there, double coverage from Mungin. Now to Palavera. Palavera deep three from the left wing, misses entirely. It goes out of play. Joseph Stosh will have the ball for PHSC, dumps it off to Quebec. Worthen, deep three, right side, off the rim. Hits the top of the rim area, goes down and gets picked up by Romney, who gives it to Golf. Golf to Palavera, to Romney, to Palavera. Inside to Mungin, layup for two, grabs it, right side, 75-53. Worthen, baseline drive, steps back, given to Stosh. 4-3 off the top of the glass, and there's a stoppage in play. Stoppage in play because there is a media timeout. 75-53 is the score. PHSC doing some minor progressions here, trying to thin out the deficit. Again, Palm Beach undefeated. 3-0 conference record, PHSC 1-2. And with the timeout, we would like to say that PHSC is a proud member of the FCSAA. The Florida College System Activities Association has provided vibrant academic and athletic opportunities for students around the state of Florida. To learn more information about their mission and their role, go to thefcsaa.com. Again, 3 minutes and 48 seconds inside the second half. I'm Robert Lischak. Again, thank you for joining us. It's always a great pleasure to be broadcasting these games, and I'm thanking producer Tyler and producer James for their incredible work for tonight's broadcast and every broadcast we have at home for basketball and volleyball. Excellent people as the two teams get back here on the court. Golf dumps it to Wolf. Back to Golf at the center circle, now moving up in the right wing. Wolf to Palavera, left side. Palavera to his right. Golf interior to Nazir Hines. Hines fades for two, grabs it, and makes it 77-53. Seldomridge, double coverage, interior, fades for two off the rim. Ball picked up by Golf. Given to Wolf. Wolf against Worthen now. Wolf will move to his right at the right wing, being defended by Seldomridge. Now back out from Golf to Palavera, back to Golf, interior to Hines, deep two. Ball misses, picked up by Worthen though. Worthen going the other way, burst of speed to Quebec. Quebec, deep three, right side, drills it from downtown. 77-56, great connection from the right side from Ben Quebec. Palavera has the ball, given to Marvin Golf. Golf moving in, short corner. Velez, deep three all day off the rim. Ball picked up by Garcia, given to Quebec. Bobcats moving the other way. Deep three, left side. Can he do it? No, it cannot be happening. Unfortunately there, he misses on the left side. Wolf slows it down here at midcourt. Palavera has the ball after it was passed to Wolf. Wolf being defended by Seldomridge. Back to Palavera. Wolf inside to Velez. Ball is stripped and picked up by PHSC as the time ran out. A foul on Velez, it seems, a push, and it will cause PHSC to have the ball at the opposite baseline right over here to my right, where they were all beforehand. Stosh gives it to Worthen, rolling the ball slowly. Quebec has the ball after the pass by Worthen. Quebec on the interior, top of the key. Ball is lost in translation, but there's a stoppage in play. Another foul on Rick Jalen, Senior Velez. And it means that the Bobcats will have the ball at the baseline with Worthen. Worthen down low to Jordani Blanc, back to Worthen. Worthen now moving in inside the middle lane, tries to go up for two, and there's another call against Palm Beach. Call against Sam Wolf. And it means that Worthen will have an opportunity once again at the free throw line. Worthen has had 90 assists this season entering tonight's contest. Again, as I said before, he was 98 and 115 entering tonight's contest. He missed the first shot there. Here's his second opportunity, and that will go in. 20-point game, 77-57 with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to go. Wolf has the ball on the right wing. Given to Golf, who's just past the center circle. Now he moves to his right. Given to Palavera. Layup. Ball misses as he was trying to go in with a sharp angle right on the left low post. Call against number 10, Joseph Stosh, and it means that Palavera will be at the free throw line for the Panthers. Palavera has averaged 8.8 points per game, 48 steals, 16 assists, and has scored 211 total points this season. Here comes his second opportunity, and that will go in. Less than 90 seconds left here. Quebec has the ball. Worthen inside to Stosh. Ball kept in by Felez after the deflection. Given to Golf. Golf moves up court for the Panthers here. Wolf has the ball now after the pass by Golf. Wolf moves to his left. Given to Golf. Defended by Blanc. Golf now to Felez. Wrap around. That one misses. There's a stoppage in the play. Another potential call. Another call on Joseph Stosh. And that will mean Rick Senior Felez will be at the free throw line with 55.9 seconds left in the second half of action. Stosh will be on the bench here as Miles will step in. Number 24 on the Bobcats roster. This will pretty much do it with less than a minute to go. That one will go in. 79-57. And that one will go in. They reach 80-57. Worthen has the ball for Pasco-Hernando. Given to Jordani Blanc on the right side. Trying to put that layup in as there's another call that's going to be against Palm Beach. Call against Palavera of Palm Beach means that Jordani Blanc will be at the free throw line. Blanc is 10 and 12 at the free throw line entering tonight's contest. First shot, that one goes in. And that one is in as well. 2 for 2 on that exchange. 50 seconds left inside the second half. The closing chapters of this game. Golf to Wolf. To Palavera. Palavera moving to his right. Now to Wolf. Wolf in the interior. Now he steps back. Triple coverage. Given to a fellow player inside. And it's 82-59. Dunbar has the ball for Pasco-Hernando. 17 seconds left. Back to Dunbar from Worthen. Now to Worthen. Worthen, deep three in the center, off the rim. Ball was picked up there by Hines, but it went out of play as Worthen will have the ball for PHSC. Down low to Quebec. Quebec, right wing, top of the key, spinning around in the interior. Fades for two. That one will go in. And that will be the last point scored for PHSC. 82-61. Palm Beach wins this one. They will move on and be 24-1, 4-0 in conference. PHSC will be 10-15 overall. And they'll be 1-3 in conference. A hard game for PHSC, some bright spots here and there, but unable to capitalize after the strong, heavy start by the Panthers. The next game for PHSC is going to be on February 7th, Saturday, against Florida State College of Jacksonville. That will be at 2 p.m. Eastern. You can, of course, check out all the updates on the social media pages. And, of course, the next home game, that's going to be on February 11th, Wednesday, against Florida Gateway College in Building K in New Port Richey, Florida. I want to thank you for joining this broadcast. I thank Tyler for the great production he has put on. I do apologize if there was some errors on my end, but, of course, as a broadcaster, you keep growing, you keep learning, just like this team is behind me. For everyone at Bobcat Nation, for everyone here at PHSC Athletics and beyond, I'm Robert Lischak. Stay safe out there. Good night.